Hello friends, thanks for joining us for the Ag Report. Montana's farmers are busy harvesting wheat and barley across the state. While most agree another shot or two of rain in July would have really helped, production is going to be up substantially from last year's drought-ravaged crop. For an update on how harvest is going, let's check in with Andy Schwab.
Boy, oh boy, Colter, it certainly has been a great trip up here in Fairfield country, talking with a lot of producers and seeing how the harvest is going. Of course, Mitch Cohen with us now, and it seems like your wheat harvest is just about wrapped up.
Yeah, we're just about ready to. We've got about 30 acres left, and it's on the irrigated, so it's a little bit later. We got the dry land off in pretty good shape, and then it's sit and wait for barley. It's pretty green yet. So,
How was this summer for you guys? I know parts of the country got pretty good shots of moisture. Did you guys get any that were beneficial outside the irrigated acres?
we did. It was actually been a really good year. I got all my spring wheat seeded in April, and then first part of May there we got about 3-4 inches of rain. Kind of set us up really good, and so that's why the barley's kind of behind by a couple weeks, and that was perfect for the dry land and my dry land hay crop even up there. It's just a tremendous crop up there this year. Haven't seen one like that for years. So
Certainly interesting. Also talking with a lot of other producers about how well their crops have been doing. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Colter.
Thanks, Andy. I'm going to send it back to the Nonstop Local crew, but see you back here shortly for the markets.
We asked Montana farmer Walt Sales about the challenges of mental health in agriculture.
Another drought. There always is. There's always going to be another something. I grew up in a generation of you pulled yourself up by your bootstraps. But it's become evident is what do you do if you can't even find those bootstraps? If you need to talk to somebody, go to beyondtheweather.com for free counseling for Montana ag producers.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us here for the Ag Markets. While U.S. beef exports are trending well below last year's record pace, the U.S. did export $900 million worth of beef in June, pushing the first half of the year total to nearly $5 billion. Now on a value basis, we're 8% ahead of the first half of 2021. Volume though is down 10% from a year ago. One change on the export front is South Korea surpassing Japan as our #1 export destination. Exports are expected to trend lower and imports higher over the next 2 years, mainly a result of lower U.S. beef production. Well, despite corn futures moving lower and cash trade higher, the cattle futures were a touch lower on Friday. In that cash trade, though, we're $2 to $3 better, with live deals from $187 to $190 and dress from $295 to $300. The weigh-up market staying strong. At Billings Live, the bulk of the cows from 105 to 113, top of 125, bulls 115 to 130, and the feeder market pretty solid with 6 and 7 weight heifers from 240 to 255. It looks like the sheep market is finally finding some footing. Finished lambs up $1 to $5 from 183 to 213. And despite mostly neutral numbers from the USDA crop reports, grain markets did move lower. The Ag Department slightly lowered U.S. wheat production, but bumped ending stocks higher on reduced exports. World ending stocks were lowered due to reduced production in the EU, China, and Canada. Well, thanks for joining us for today's report. Have a great week.